G'day everyone, welcome to another edition of Craps Down Under. Today we're going to continue building our bankroll. We're on our road to 10k, so let's get started. Let me put that one back. I'll just get some greens and reds and whites. Well, let's do that. And get some whites. There we go. That's everything. Perfect. All right. So, what are we going to play? Look, let's play our 5-6-8. Let's play the D that don't pass and don't come. See what we get, and see what the dice do for us. Because I do like this, and one of the reasons you probably noticed I've kind of moved away from my 5-6-8 now, because I actually like this because of the progressive risk. The risk is actually it's not all up the top, where you're just praying that you don't get that 7. Sure, I'm hoping to not get a 7 or a yo here, but it's a lot smaller amount of risk. So we're up here, I'm losing 3 units, and then I've actually got to get at least, you know, another pressed 2 hits back to back pressed up to actually recover what I've just lost and not even generate profit. So I'm actually finding that I think this is actually a more steady. It doesn't lose a lot. You know, it can lose because you get knocked off your, you know, you can have runs and dip down. Of course it can happen, but it doesn't get whacked as hard as what this can happen here. So I'm going to continue with this. I'll still use the trick of, wow, come out 7. So nothing goes well for us straight off the bat. But I will use the idea of parlaying our frontline winners. Back in again. And on the 4. Alright, so can add, I'll add 60 in odds. I'll go the full odds there so that we can win 30 bucks if the 7 shows now. Geez, this is a horrible run. The shoot has just literally cost us, I think, 120 bucks. We've literally lost 120 because we've lost 60 there. That's 90 plus the previous 30. So after I just got saying you don't lose much, but I guess if we compare it, one roll here I lose 120. If I'm playing say 42, 42, 35, I'm losing $119 straight off on one roll. This, it's taken a number of rolls for me to lose that, but nonetheless, it's still a horrible loss. So now, look, I might do a pass line bet, and I might actually put a little bit up on the 5-6-8. I'll put a little bit up here, and maybe I'll put 1 in the field. There we are. So I've got there 2, I've got 3 here. So just playing the 5 a little bit less. These are working, of course, I should be saying they're on. And that's the 7. So bad time to put these up. We just really got destroyed. But we do win something here. This wins there, but we lose more than enough of action here that that shooter's just robbed us of a massive chunk of our bankroll. So not what we want to see. Sometimes hard to keep your cool when that kind of stuff happens. It's like whack, whack, whack. You know, every time, every which way we turn, we got hurt. So now we've got nothing up. Now that was a come out 7. So I'm going to now change to a don't pass, because now everything is kind of resolved, even though it's the same shooter. 10. Now, that shooter did hit their point. They sharpshooted their point last time. Hopefully they don't do that this time. I'll see if we can have a better time this time round. 8. All right, so now we'll just go into our traditional play of just the come bets. Oh, should possibly, damn, sharpshooted. So this same shooter's now taken, I think a good about $300, maybe. Is that right? They've done a fair bit of damage to us. Where was that one? Why am I pulling that one down? I think that was on the 8, wasn't it? That was on the 8. So we've lost that. So I was pulling my other bet down, and it doesn't need to come down. This one travels to the 10. So no more bets for this guy. I'm just gonna again need to get some reds, because so I've just shown when I first started talking, I said, oh, this one loses progressively, but my God, has it lost? It's taken, yeah, a good $300 off me. 9. All right, so the point's 9. So I'm not going to put up any more. Got one here. We've got one here. I'm not putting up any more bets. I'm just going to let what we got there resolve. So, wow, they've got their 10. So that one comes down, gets paid. So do I want to put anything more? The risk is that I'll put more up. I've got no dark side action. 10. God, straight over again. So the shooters are doing lots of repeaters. So potentially it is one that we should be playing. If that's what they're doing. Yo. I just can't believe how we got smashed so hard. So just to be clear, I won't parlay on this guy. I'll only do it on mainly my don't pass or don't come if I'm trying to get up a bet and I don't already have a don't up. All right, and there's our 7. So we lose that one, pays there. That one pays there. So it's basically a wash. So just going to see how bad we are. How many we've lost. That's basically what we need. So I've lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow. So almost $200. So we've won a little bit back, but $200 worth of damage. All right, so maybe I'll try stepping it up a little bit on this one. Go to 60. Hopefully we don't get a terrible shooter like that again. 9. But somehow that's how it can go sometimes. Right, so I've got 60 there. I'll just put 30 in this one. Don't need to worry about my odds because we don't have odds, because we're already automatically covering to make profit on a 7 by doing it this way. And now we're going to the come, and now we're hoping to either get yos or 7s. Not the 8. It's knocked us off. So again, not much going well for us. Really, really hard to keep playing when this is going like this. But at least look, we've at least got something there, and we get something here. All right. But pretty hard. So we've got a little bit of our loss back. But you don't want too many of those kind of runs to go back to back. I'll leave it at the $60 level. New shooter, new dice. Of course. All right. Let's try again. A 7 again. My God. Wow. So that's another 120. So again, another shocking start. A 9. So the roll that I don't go on is when they actually set their point. So I'm sometimes thinking, if I get a 7, should I step back, not go up straight away? Because it just seems that you get so many of those back-to-back 7s. And they just seem to happen very, very often. You at least remember them, that's for sure. All right, so 9's the point there. What do I want to do? Look, I'll put a $60 lay on the 10. And I'll put 30 in my don't come. See what we get. 7. Man, what a horrible shooter. A horrible shooter. So we lose that. We get paid there and we still owe bloody $3 vig. So we still lost $3 even when we won. So, man, that's tough. So at the moment I'm thinking, what am I doing? Because you couldn't really win that well on light side there, just with the way the rolls went. And we're not winning on this. So I think the actual table conditions are really, really difficult. I think it's like so hard to make money on this particular table, what we've seen so far. I just can't think of too many strategies that you'd be doing much. Maybe a pass line, you would have done okay on the first shooter. Definitely would have done well on him if you were just playing a pass line bet. That would have worked well. Finally, we got one on the front. That's a 3. So I'm gonna stick to the plan like we said at the start. I'll parlay it. So we've got 120 riding on this one. And we've got a 6. All right. So 6 is the point. Not ideal. Now the question is, I don't know if I even want to put up another DC. I've got enough up there. So let's just roll this out in the come. I've got a yo. I'll take that one. So there's a little variation here. It just doesn't make sense. I've got 120 there. Taken. Gives and takes. And I'm sure we'll whack our 6. Feels like that's what's going to happen. Oh, we got a 7. All right. Well, sometimes you get blessed. All right, so both of them got paid. Just like that. Let's see where we're at. Have we recovered? Oops. I want to see where we're at. So I've got a little bit here. All right, so just one. So look. We're still down about $40. They're about somewhere around. Oh, maybe not as bad because we've still got a little bit of white here. So maybe $30, somewhere around there. So I'm going to say we're basically back. All right, new shooter, new dice coming out. 5. Nice to not have a come out loser. And I'll just go 30 here. So notice where I'm using that 60 there, I'll probably just do a smaller one here. Because I just don't need to run the odds that way. However, if I want to step it up, I could certainly add a little bit here for that one roll, right? 45 in odds, and then double this one up. So do have a lot more writing on it this way. 4. All right. Now take my odds back, go into the come. So now we've got a fair bit on the 7. We're pretty 7 heavy. 5. We've smacked the point. But we've still got this one. We lose there. And pass line. Of course. $5 C. Move that out the way. Go on any craps. That should be pass line, not don't pass. Now 10. 10's the point. Not ideal to be on that, given we're light side. Alright, so we've got 2 bets up and we've only got that there. I can kind of run 1, but if we start getting splayed on anymore, we now end up with exposure to the 7. 9, so that's about as far as I'm going to go. The only thing I could do is add odds here to continue playing, but 3 bets is enough. I'm just going to have to let some resolve. Of course, if we were in the come, we would have just won $30. Yeah, and we would have won another $30. Oh, sorry, I didn't take this one back. 6. None of these are actually doing anything for us. 10, so we hit 1. Hit the point. So that gets paid there. Alright, so let's do another. Oh, really? Seriously, I'll just take it out of my bankroll. How many times can we get cut by the craps numbers? So I'm not going to waste another C, hoping this doesn't keep going this way. 8. So I'm showing you how to play a losing strategy here. It's just having an ordinary run. 6, no, it doesn't affect us. Yo's, so all the profit numbers, we're not on them. 9, there's 1. 1 returns home. It's paid, and I'll stay here. If sure, we'll roll a 3. I'll roll an 8. All right, so I've hit the point. Coming out. Like bloody clockwork. Seriously, these dice are rigged. They've got to be rigged. Happen to keep doing that. Every come out, this shooter has rolled ace deuce, ace deuce, ace deuce. 6. So they found the gap in the middle. All right, so we can probably run $15 field. And we've got a yo. We'll get something there. Not real happy with how this is run for us. It's run bloody terribly. 6, of course. So really, again, net loss on the field because I parlayed. So that was terrible, but we do get paid. The shooter's hitting points. Got to say that. All right. This will be the time. This will force it to not be a craps number. See? Had to lose $5. Every other time, my God. All right. We've still got 3 numbers. We've only got 2 here, but that gives me the 3rd bit of cover. But if I get splayed onto another number, not too many numbers left, but if I do get, I don't want to hit this one, of course. 5, so that one's an off and on. And there's a yo. Yeah, 4. Really, not much can go well for us. That travels. So now we've got to let some stuff resolve because we're exposed. And of course, if the 7 comes like it just did, everything is conspired against us. So I just feel like the dice have got eyes. They're literally conspiring in every possible way to hurt us. Literally nothing has worked. So if I look where we're at, we've just basically stuffed around and lost, you know, a good chunk of our bankroll here. So I'm really not going to play it anymore. So I'm not going to play it anymore. I'll try my 5, 6, 8 because I'm really unhappy with that. Just unhappy. So let's go. We're working 5. All right, so we've got to hit. Shoes come out, hit something. All right, we get 35. I'll do the press. Press to 42 and 35 to win 50. Maybe I'll put a lay up now. $60 lay. 5, all right. Gives me 50 for 1. A lot of rebuilding to do here. Knocked my lay off. Just going backwards. Nothing I do is working. Nothing's working for us. All right. One, two, three, 4. 2, 3, 4. We've really gone through a ton of 102. So pulling us right back. Trying to get a hit here. 4. Not helping. Rubbish. 10. Rubbish. So still getting nothing. Finally got an 8. Came hard. So we get paid 119. That's 120 for 1. All right, so I'm going to take this back. Sure, I'll get that paid out in greens because we need the greens. All right, so where we're at. We got something back. We're kind of fighting back. I'm going to do a... what will I do? Try a lay across all the numbers. Now this pays 120, but I only lose 1 lay on... Now these are all lays. So it's another way of doing it. 7. All right. So $6 a vig, and we win 120. And we owe $6 in vig. So the idea behind laying across is that I figured where we probably weren't going to get too many more rolls before a 7. So maybe we lose a couple. I can easily replace them back up and still net a win. I can get knocked off about 2 of these. As long as I replace it back after, in fact I can lose 1, and I can lose another one. As long as I replace them back, I'll still net some money. I'll still net about 60 bucks. So it kind of works well to survive about three kind of knockoffs. After that point you need to start pressing them up around 25% each knockoff. But I'd probably only use it for 3 knockoffs, and then I go, okay, I'll accept the fact that I've lost $120 slowly. All right. And you can use this as, you can almost think of this as like an any craps in any 7 that doesn't lose on the horn numbers. So if you were to play in any 7, it basically pays 4 to 1. We're basically getting the same up here, 4 to 1. Yes, we have to pay vig, but we don't lose the bet on a horn number. And the other thing, it looks like a lot of money up here, but only one bet is at risk. So you've only got $30 at risk. So if you took a 30 bucks, put it there, that's going to win 120, right? So this is the same. It wins 120, but you just don't lose it when the horn rolls. So that is the benefit of that kind of play. But it's only good for probably 3 or 4 rolls. That's all I'd kind of use it for. 3 or 4 rolls where you're gunning for the 7. All right. What do we want to do? We're back up. So let's do something here. Again, I'll put 60 lay. And coming out. Got a 9. Doesn't affect us. Got an 8. All right, 35. We'll try pressing. Put 5 in the field. Got the 9. Point made. Do I want to be on? I'll be on. I do need to pay my field. Just going to parlay that guy. You dirty dice. It was a 4. Come back. No. All right. So we got caught by the 7, which is a very annoying thing because we only get 30 bucks from our lay, and we lose all this. All right, so I'm feeling pretty bloody frustrated, to be honest. I do owe $1 vig. I'm actually pretty frustrated with how this has gone. We haven't lost really much. If I basically, we lost that too. If I look at what we've got in our rack, we're down a handful of bucks, maybe 5, 10 bucks. So 7s are coming. Do I go back? Do I try this guy again? Maybe I'll try that. 5, short hands. 30 here. Onto the 9. All right. 10. Yo, winner. And 7. All right, we'll take that. So that one pays there. This one gets paid. And the front one gets paid 60. Chips are just falling over here. Organise them. All right. So if we get a few short hands, and I probably just should call this the shorthand strategy, because it basically, as we've seen, it basically treads water most of the other time. Eventually, yeah, you can get your don'ts knocked off. We've had some pathological rolls, but we're slightly up. I don't know if we're going to get to our profit target. Get some new dice. 10. Of course, great number to be on, but sometimes it doesn't matter if shooters are doing back-to-backs. 9. All right. whacked our 10, of course, like what I said. Look, I know probability says these are great. In reality, they're not any better than almost any other number, because in a session, you get shooters hitting things all the time. So the fact that you bet roll a 10 means that the 10's going to roll. You know, it's not like it doesn't roll, it keeps rolling all the time. So it's only after many thousands of rolls that it actually means anything. Yo, all right, come out winner. Of course, like the good dice you are, you give and you take, but mostly take. Oh, really? Back to back. All right, well, just drop my chip. All right, 5. All right, so we've got 1 DC here. Probably add some odds. 5, hit their point. Get paid on the front. All right, coming out again. On the 6. All right, 2. We've only got 2 coverage, but look, we can probably still put 1 in the cum. 6, hit their point. Off. It's kind of like an off and on, but not really. Goes to the pass line. All right. So I've got 2 units here, covered for 2, but 7 rolls will still profit there. 8. All right, so this is where we stop. Because we've got three units, I'm just going to let a couple resolve. And it's the kind of point where if you go, if you can do it because it does offset, but if it goes here, then you've now got even more exposure, and now it's kind of becomes more and more and more exposure. So I'm just going to let one of them resolve, hopefully. 6. He resolved, so I'll leave him there in the cum. Back onto the 6. All right, so given we got a bit of profit there, I can probably afford to put 1 there now. On to the 8. Shooter's hit his point. And there's a 7. So that pays there, that pays there, that pays there. So that's all a wash. But it's a wash in a good way. Those bets are up and they have the opportunity to make money. So yes, it's a wash, but they also, you know, their action, and it's nice because we had that cover. All right, so it is kind of nice. Now everything is reset back, so now we can try and do something here. Maybe 60, 8. Not ideal. So I'm just going to use the 1, just the 1. Don't bet, and go straight into the cum here. 5. All right. 5, back to back. Off and on. 10, so now we're splayed. We've got 2 units of cover. To cover these 2, so we can still do 1. 9. All right, so that's our last one. We're not going to do any more. We'll let something resolve here. 10. All right, so I can put that one there now. Don't want that. Why didn't they roll them when we had no come bet? 5. So it's off and on. 5 again. Now I'm flat betting these just because of 7 exposure. Right, so there we go, 7. So that pays there, that pays there, and we're owed an extra bit there. So are we getting anywhere? Finally, I think we are. There's ones everywhere. Let's see where we're at. King. All right. So 200 and basically 50. So 250, but our profit target with our $1,600 bankroll for a 20% needs to be around 320. So we are about $100 away from our profit target, which could be, we could easily make that in one shooter that just has an early quick roll. That was a very, very long roll. 5. So if we get one here where he just goes, has a roll, and then 7's out, we do really well. And you see an awful lot of that. 6, and if you see like a 7 out now, which you see these kind of short rolls all the time. And there's a 7. So that's kind of the perfect roll because we get paid there. This one also gets paid. And this one picks up there. So quite a number of units, right? So for, what's that, $120. So finally getting some rolls that aren't absolutely murdering us. All right, let's kind of had enough. All right, so a little bit there. This isn't gonna, this can't colour up there. So we've got $18 sitting there. All right, so 350. So we've made our target. Took a lot of work. Nothing's ever easy. Tried a bunch of different things. Not much worked, but in the end we got a couple of short rolls, and we had that longer roll that we still made money on. We did get money back on that long roll. So this strategy works well for the short rolls, not lots of come out 7s, and it also works well for those longer rolls where you're getting lots of repeaters as well. So kind of, but there's a grey zone in there where you can just have those combinations, lots of crap numbers. They can kind of steal away your profit very quickly. All right, so 350, 68. All right, so 368 is our profit target, is our profit for the session. These are both full. This is initial bankroll plus our 1,000 there. So what an event that was. All right, so let's colour one of these up. 2 there, Basically make that 1500. Take this all back. So that one's built. This one not quite. Keep this on the side over here. Right, that was the bit we couldn't colour up. All this goes back to the house. I got there in the end, but gosh, that was a fight. That was a fight, and I did probably get a little bit tilted. I was just very frustrated with how we were just getting totally beaten up every which way we turned. So yeah, it was a crazy set of rolls. Not much worked for us, other than a few things there at the end. So look, we're very, very close to having this one built. Not quite there, as I said. What was it? 68. If I put this one here, 69. So we're, what's that, 31 away, $31 there. And this one, yeah, so $231 from getting to our target. In fact, we've still got 100 here, so technically I could take this out and say that one's almost built, and we've just got this one. But I want to play with this extra, little bit larger bankroll. God, I'll leave it there. Yeah, real dirty session, that one. So anyway, you're getting to see it all. I'm not sugarcoating it. It's a battle, and it's a war, and this is what you find when you're at the table. I guarantee you go to the craps table and you got the best intent. Oh yeah, this strategy works great, and then you'll see a set of rolls, and you just get hammered every which way, and then you try something else, and you get beaten up that way, and you get beaten up again. And now this is just the reality of it. You know, it's not. There's no such thing as free money or anything here. You really got to persist with it, manage your risk, take some high risk bets when you need to do it. You do need to do that from time to time. There's just no avoiding it. You have to fight back at some point. And it's not all about, it's about timing of when you do the large bets, I think, and you just have to have a couple of good things go your way at the right time, and you get yourself back on track again. So, and that certainly did happen for us with the lay bets and putting this up here. That worked really well. Anyway, thank you guys, and see you again soon.